Yeah, let's start the video. I'm going to be giving each of these things a score, 1 through 10. At the end, we're going to be going and adding them all together, averaging them, and we'll get the final score of what we think this knife is worth. So for the first one, we're going to have this right here. This is the Tiger lighter knife. I don't know what the actual name is, but that's what I found on Amazon. There you go. Now, in terms of affordability, it's actually only 15 bucks. I'm probably going to give the first score to this guy right here. It's probably going to be an A in terms of affordability. It's actually not too bad, I would say. 15 bucks for this niter and knife in one. Alrighty, now in terms of the actual performance of the thing, let's do this. We're going to give an ignitability test. I'm just going to go 10 times. We'll give the score depending on how many of those times it ignites. So here we go. Alrighty, there you go. I'm going to give this thing a score of 8 because I'm pretty sure that was 8 times. Or 10 times I did that. I'm going to give it a score for the ignitability at an 8. Now, it's very sporadic. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's really crappy. That was a pretty good one right there. But I'm going to leave the score right where it is. Now, in terms of the actual usability of this thing, I am going to have to hurt the score a little bit. It's got its issues, okay? First of all, when you go to fill it with your butane, you can see that there is the little hole right about here, and it does have its issues. You can see that the little nozzle inside of it is curved off to the one side. That makes it really hard to get this butane in there. I actually have to get a knife and kind of move it, and then you can get it on there eventually, but it takes a long time. And so I'm gonna have to hurt the score pretty bad on that one. Also, along with that, this is where you turn up the flame, you know, how high or low you want it. There's really only one spot that it'll actually work in my experience with the thing. I mean, if you have it up too high, it shoots out too much gas and it doesn't light. If you have it too low, it just doesn't have enough gas and doesn't light. The amount that I have it at right now works pretty good, I'd say. And so yeah, in total for the you know, usability of it, I'm probably gonna have to give this thing a 5, just basically because of that right there. That is really difficult to get with. Alrighty, now in terms of the looks, I think it actually looks pretty great. I mean, you look at it, it's a tiger, it's very obvious, and then it has this knife right here. It's pretty sick. I'm honestly gonna give this thing a 9 in terms of how nice it is and the looks of it. Alrighty, for our next section, we're gonna be doing the functionality. So I chose 5 different sections. Each one's gonna be given a score 0, 1, or 2. That'll give us a total score out of 10. And so first we're gonna do gas, as in you throw gas on a fire and you throw a lighter on it. I would never use this thing, way too small. I'm gonna give it 0 for that one. For the next one, a grill, you could probably get this thing to work for you. I'm gonna give it a 1. In terms of wood, it works pretty great. I'll show you in just a minute and you'll be able to see that. I'm gonna give that one a 2. Now in terms of paper, it will light paper very easily. Gonna give it a 2. And in terms of candles, or if you're into this kind of stuff, cigarettes or cigars or whatever, I know candles, it works great. I don't know about the others, but I assume they're probably about the same, so I'm gonna give those a 2 too. That gives us a total score of 7 for the functionality of the lighter. Alrighty, for this next section, we're gonna do a wood test. I've got my trusty buddy that I found in my backyard. I'm gonna name him Woodstock. Woodstock here is gonna be our focus tester. We're gonna burn him up every single lighter, and then you can kind of compare over the next several episodes or whatever. And so, I'm gonna come over here, set it right there for you, and I'm gonna light it, and I'm gonna count to 5, okay? Give a moment. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my room's gonna smell. Honestly, it's actually not too bad, I'd say. I mean, it gives it a nice little burn. I'd probably give this about probably a 7. It'd be a good lighter to have in your house. Now for the safety section of the thing. Now this one does definitely have its issues, honestly. So as you can see, you got a button right here, you click button and it flips out. Now that thing is actually really powerful. You probably can't tell, but I mean, it's got some power behind it. When I actually opened up my box, which I have sitting right here, you can see right about there, I think it is, that there was actually a little tick. That's because this thing opened up during shipping. I saw a Amazon review where some lady had it in her pocket. She got hugged by her niece and it opened up and almost stabbed him. That's not very good. The actual igniter is perfectly fine in my opinion. I can't imagine accidentally doing this, but just the knife on its own, I'm probably gonna have to give this thing a 4 in terms of the safety of the thing. And now finally for the special uses, yeah, it's definitely got a special use. I mean, the fact that you could go camping, you've got a knife and you've got a lighter in one, that's pretty freaking awesome, and it looks really nice. I don't know how exactly durable this knife is. It doesn't feel like the most expensive thing. You might be able to hear it there. It actually rattles just a little bit inside of its little case right there. I mean, that's pretty freaking awesome though. I'm gonna give it a 9, honestly, in terms of the special uses, just because this is such a usable thing, and it's a lighter, it's a knife, it's pretty awesome. This has been the Tiger Lighter Knife off of Amazon. You can see right here exactly what score I was able to give this thing. Thank you all for coming. Don't forget to watch my next videos, and don't forget to watch my past. Love God, love your family, and I'll see you later.